Shenanigans, guys! What's going on? RockerBuck here, and welcome to my very first Minecraft video. And I'm playing on the Crazy Pig multiplayer server. I've been playing for a little over a year now, but this is my first time on a multiplayer server, and we'll talk all about that maybe some other time. But I thought now I'd just kind of keep it short and brief, and for my first time. So I think a good idea is to start with my base. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. Now you may have noticed my skin. To tell you the truth, this came before my skin. You know, I've done the standard build 100 times. You know, the wood house or the house or, you know, whatever, underground. And usually for me, it's like if it's covers my head and it's got a door on and keeps the mobs out, I'm happy. But I thought, you know, since I'm doing something new, let's try something a little more adventurous. And I was like, you know, I just don't know what to think of. And there's a website that shows you how to make a whole bunch of things, including spheres. And I thought, yeah, let's do a sphere, but what do I do with a sphere? And I thought, you know, it would be cool, a really giant eyeball. And yeah, it all just kind of came together. This took about 5 days to build, and it was a lot of fun. Sometimes a hassle. I had to redo it in places a couple of times, but let's go take a look around. And you know, here we go. We got our standard forms, your starter forms. We're gonna fix all that. We're gonna do something a little different. Here's my buddy RockerBuck. Hi, RockerBuck. I got him in a trade from somebody else. They needed something that I had, and I gave him some. And they said, you want a dog? And I said, sure. So over here's my kitties. This is Mao. Thank you. Hey, Mao. And that actually is the Chinese word for cat. And it also happens to be the name of my real life cat. This is Glitchy. Glitchy's got a bit of a story. Maybe I'll do a story about Glitchy. But yeah, I started with the base of the eye, or the eye stalk. And I thought, you know, that's pretty cool, but just a little plain. And I don't know, the lava came to me, and I was like, yeah, that really looks cool, especially at night. And there's really not much else to see. This is all my sheep that went into building all of that. Yes, that eye's made out of wool. And I've got my cows. And I got the horse, Rocker Horse. Yeah, that's your best side there, buddy. Yep. There we go. How you doing, Rocker Horse? And, you know, if you may notice, the animals, yeah, they don't look like your standard Minecraft animals. That's because I'm using a really nice resource pack that I like called Mixcraft HD, and you may want to look it up if you like what you see. I'm not a big fan of default. You know, I'm just not. I never did like it from the beginning, but I like the gameplay, so I kind of went with it. The only thing I really like about default is the Enderman. They're creepy looking and in a cool way. So anyway, let's continue the tour. Inside we have the lobby. I got some nice flowers. All lobbies need nice flowers, make you feel warm and welcome. Yeah. We'll go up here to the next floor. This is the art room, sitting room, contemplating room. And there's water dripping from my ceiling. No, I do not have a plumbing problem. And no, the toilet is not backed up. We're going to go up and see what's going on there. And yeah, it's my fish tank. Buck, there's no fish, you say. That's right. There are, but they're invisible fish. I'll let that one sink in. So here we are in the lower level. I didn't know what to do with this. Basically because, you know, I divided it in half and you make basically a big bowl. And I thought, you know, I could make use of it. So I decided to arrange a storage area this way and fill it in with some spruce wood. On this side I thought, well, it's got to match. It doesn't quite match exactly, but it's close enough because it's not doing the same thing over here. Added enough furnaces. I think, 12 furnaces are good. Your standard crafting table and anvil. And in case you hadn't noticed, I don't know, maybe it occurred to you that I like glowstone. I love glowstone. Glowstone and sea lanterns. Anything that gives off light, because really, I hate torches. They're great for exploring caves, but not so good all over your walls. And there's one I want to get rid of. And here we are upstairs. And yes, there are torches everywhere, but I'm working on the lighting situation because this is really underdeveloped yet. I had a great, player on here by the name of Urban Rustic. I had her come over, take a look, because she's a fantastic builder, very helpful. A lot of people on here are helpful. There are other people I'm going to mention in time. But I was going to fill some of this in, and she said no. She said, leave that alone. Looks kind of cathedral-like. I said, yeah, I agree. And I'm going to take care of the lighting. Maybe we'll do that in an upcoming episode. Got your basic enchantment set up. Nothing fancy. I may change that around too as time goes on. Yeah, that's a bed. We all know what a bed is. I wasn't going to have windows in here, but once it was all closed in, I was like, this is like being inside the Death Star. And I was like, I gotta have windows. I need to look out. And you can see, the sunrise, sunset, since these face east to west. And can look out and see all my neighbors. Speaking of which is, I'm not used to this, okay? I'm used to single player where you're by yourself. And it's just you all alone. And looking around and seeing that you have neighbors is kind of weird for me at first, but it's kind of cool because I know there's other people around. So going back down here to the lower section, I wasn't sure what to do here. I just kind of drew a blank and I said, you know what, I'll fill it in for right now. So you know what, guys, if anybody has any suggestions, ideas, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can come up with something. Just remember that these are half slabs, and you know how things, go with slabs. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. More often than not, they don't. So, you know what? Now that you've seen my base, why don't we pop down, go outside, and I don't know. Let's see what else is going on. I hate to interrupt the fun, and I know we're trying to have fun, but I kind of want to get serious for a moment. I really feel like I need to give a shout out to someone, somebody who really gave me my inspiration to start doing this. He's a really awesome YouTuber, really good guy, does all kinds of videos, including Minecraft, and his name is Freestyle OMG. He has a great Minecraft series on his channel called Gettin Survival, except he does it with echo and I can't. But his videos are great. They're hilarious. They're fun to watch. Gettin Survival is in its 3rd season, and you really should check it out. Start with season 1 because it's funny from the get-go, and it's still funny. And he also does resource pack reviews. So if you want a good, honest review of resource packs that are fun, they're hilarious. Like I said, check him out. Freestyle OMG. He's on YouTube. I'll try to remember to put a link to his channel in my description. And I'm telling you, you will not be the least bit sorry. Okay, now that we're done with all that, got it out of the way, let's get back to what we were doing. While I was looking around, there wasn't much to do, but as it turns out, we have a visitor, and there he is. And this is X7 Shark. Say hi, Shark. Okay, well, anyway. Pretty cool skin. Shark for a head. Got his blue hoodie with his creeper face on. Looks pretty scary. But he's not. He's actually not a scary person. This guy here was the first guy that helped me out on the very first day. And there I was with nothing, and I showed up in the lobby, which I may show you sometime, and he came and said, "Here, I can help you." I teleported to where he was, and he gave me a full set of diamond tools and diamond armor and a few other things. And so this guy here, if you ever join the Crazy Pig server, you look for him. He's the man. He is the man. You're the man, Shark. You're the man. And for all of that, I helped him build a lighthouse next to his hotel. And maybe someday we'll set up an episode where we can visit his hotel and lighthouse, and I'm sure he'd like that. So you know what? I'm not going to go too long on all this, and I'm not going to bore you. So I'll tell you what. Those of you who watch, leave me a comment. And if you have any suggestions or criticisms, please give it to me. And don't be afraid to be honest. I can't be any more, I can't get any better, and I can't have any more fun if I don't have help. And I would really appreciate all of your help. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll catch you later.